cigarettes and a bottle of wine. Bobby got leukemia, 14 years old, he looked like 65 when he died. He was a friend of mine. Those are people who died, died. Those are people who died, died. They were all my friends, they just died.
Hey everyone, this is Lauren and I'm going to be telling you about the Museum of Death located here in Hollywood, and I'm standing in the front right now. Whatever footage you see, that's what they allowed me to film, so you're going to see the owners, turtles, and just the front part of the museum, but of course I wasn't able to film inside, so you guys are just going to have to come here and check it out for yourself. They have a lot to see, and so yeah, I just want to emphasize that they have a lot here, a lot of like reading material that will tell you about all this random stuff. What they cover in here is everything from the funeral homes, like you can see different caskets for babies, more older caskets, and then you can also see they have like videos and the different tools that they use for when they dispose of the body and how to get it ready or prepare it for the funeral. So they had a room for that. That was cool to see. They also had actually a more recent addition to the museum that the owner told me about was an actual head of a guy who was a murderer in France. So that was cool, and yeah, they really did have it in there, so that was fun to see. And then they also emphasized everything from the Charles Manson murder, the Jim Jones massacre down in Mexico, all that stuff. So all of those big cult followings, they have stuff on that. They have a room for cannibalism, actually. You can read about Ed Gein and all the serial. They had a room for serial killers. They had different pictures and information on movie stars that have committed suicide here in Hollywood or in different parts of the world, and also kind of like James Dean, you know, got in the car accident. They had stuff on him. They also had death certificates, and what else did they have? A room with they had an animal room actually where you could see the dead animals that were, what were they, stuffed?
Black Dahlia murder.
Oh yeah, there's a girl, Black Dahlia, that was murdered by some guy back in the 40s. So there's just all kinds of stuff to see here. And what was the highlight?
The video. The theater.
Oh, they have a theater also, so you guys can see different clips of just people moving, messing with, I don't want to say messing, but kind of like
people being murdered, people being mutilated.
Murdered, mutilated, they have to be, you know, picked up.
Actual death scene.
And taken. So there's a movie where you can see all those different clips. I think if you guys want to come to the Museum of Death, if you go to rotten.com, that will certainly prepare you, because there is a lot of graphic content here at the museum. So, and the owner will tell you that to begin with. You know, you got to be ready for when you're going in there, because some of the stuff is pretty graphic. Okay, so I'm going to just sum up this video really fast so you guys got an idea of what the Museum of Death is all about. It's a lot of stuff to see. I really recommend that you come and see it. I also wanted to say that I came this particular weekend because they were doing a G.G. Allin tribute. And if you guys don't know, G.G. Allin is this guy who is just notorious for his acts. He was alive. He was born in 1956, and I forget the day that he died, but he did just all this crazy stuff, like he would get naked on stage and pee and crap on stage. He did all kinds of things, had all these really weird interests, and he just became famous. He's kind of like a cult figure, pretty much. So they had a gallery here, actually, of G.G. Allin, and I thought that was really random, and I have a friend who's really interested, so I thought I'd come check it out. But yeah, so that was really cool. They do all these random galleries. They had a gallery for Roz Williams of Christian Death. So yeah, so just pay attention. If you guys can add them on MySpace, they'll post stuff about any galleries, any new additions to the museum. So they're always getting new stuff. The owners told me they always have stuff coming in, and they're always going to be putting it on display. So yeah, just come to the Museum of Death here in Hollywood, have a good time, talk to the owners. They're cool people, and they got pets for you guys to look at. All right, thanks. See you guys later.
Church, let the gimmicks go rotten, so they died of hepatitis in Upper Manhattan. Slime in Vietnam, bullet in the head by the OD on Drano on the night that he was wet.